I don't know, there's something wrong with my PC. Okay, let's do the SPSS. So we are going to do question on page 138, and then we try to interpret the output from SPSS. Okay, how to read our R square, and so on. Okay, so let's open our SPSS. Okay, so let me see whether it's already here. Okay, so can you see my screen? Yes or no? Okay, great. Thank you, Zian. Okay, so first of all, we need to do the variable view first. Okay, so we need to define all the variables that we are going to use in this question. So we have two variables, right? The first one we call it as each, and the other one is expenses. But before we can enter the data, we need to decide who is going to be X, who is going to be Y, right? So X is actually the one who's going to contribute to the one. Usually we call it as dependent and independent variable. So Y is actually the dependent variable. X is called as independent variable. So for example, y depend on x, right? So in our case, for the age and expenses, what do you think? Who is the right person to be y? Who is actually can be our x? Who is depend on who? Okay, is it age depend on expenses, or expenses depend on someone's age? What do you think? Anyone? Ida, what do you think, Ida?
Yes, doctor.
Siapa yang depend pada siapa? Adakah age depend on expenses, or expenses depend on age?
Expenses depend on age.
Yeah, expenses depend on age. Sebab seseorang itu, how much they spend usually depend on their age. Okay, how old they are, right? So then we already know, we are a bit clear who actually can be our x and y. So now go to the variable view. Okay, we name it. The first one is age, right? So remember, this correlation must involve two quantitative data. Okay, so age, and then let it be the decimal. Just put age, years, okay? And now we just put our own node. So this one is x, yeah. And then the value, no value missing, and just put this one. Oh, I missed a variable one. It's supposed to be this one. Control X, and then Control V. And you cannot. C, Control V. Okay, so this one I should change it. Okay, I put this one as each. But namanya sama. So I put first each one. So each, okay, for my first variable age. Okay, and then so this one scale. And then next one we have expenses, right? So we just put expenses. Here is expenses. Okay, so in Ringgit Malaysia, and then this one will be our Y, right? And then scale. That's all we need. Okay, is everybody okay? I wait here for 2 minutes before I go to the next one. Okay, So once I already entered the data, okay, so we can go to the data view, and then we have all these two columns, and then we can start. For those who already finished for the variable view part, you can continue with the data entry. Okay. Okay. Tomorrow, okay? Okay, ta. Hassan, are you here, Hassan? Hassan, are you here? Okay, no answer. Right. So what we need to do, we need to analyze now. We want to do the correlation analysis. All right. So we go to analyze, and then you can see here correlate, the word correlate. Okay. And then correlate by variate. By means two, variate is two variable. Okay. So you will just click that one. So it will come out this window right here. So you just put all these two, okay, all these two to the right. Okay. So we have option Pearson, candle style B, and also Spearman, right? Spearman, I already explained when we have ranks. And candle style, if we have nominal, nominal and quantitative, the mix variable. So we are not going to use these two. We are only use Pearson because Pearson is for quanti versus quanti, right? So we just click, once you finish that one, just click OK. Dia tak keluar ni. It's still running. So, okay, here we go. Okay. So here, what you can see now is the Pearson correlation. This is the one that you need to take your answer, right? So in order, this is your R value. So what we can do, just write the answer for part B, R is equal to 0.959. Okay. So you can write the answer. Okay. In your book, right? For part B. Okay, I will let you know later. Just write first the answer. And then the next one is R square. So how can we get the value of R square? So what you need to do, take your handphone or your calculator and then just put 0.959 square or 0.959 times 0.959. So once you get the answer, you just put your answer. R square is equal to what? Okay. Okay. So next. The next one, we would like to draw a graph on page 139. We would like to see, the first scatter plot. So here it asks us to draw the scatter plot. So I would like you to do it manually, right? So you need to have y-axis and also x-axis. So can you please draw your scatter plot. Then I will show you the answer whether your scatter plot is correct or not. Okay, so just try to do the scatter plot first. Okay, please use pencil. Okay, once you're done, please let me know. Remember, I'm asking you to draw a scatter plot, so there will be no line, just dots. Okay? Is everybody okay? Santia, are you okay or not? Santia, are you here?
Yes, doktor. Okey, doktor.
Dah buat dah?
Tengah buat,
Okay,
doktor.
alright. Okay. Right. So I really hope that you have something, okay, on your book. Something on page 139, you have written something on it. Okay. So in order to check your answer, whether your graph is correct or not, your scatter plot. Okay, let me show you how can you get a scatter plot from SPSS, right? So you go to graph, okay? Please write this one down on page 139 so you won't forget the step, okay? Go to graph and then go to legacy dialog, okay? And then you will see scatter slash dot, okay? Choose that one, okay? Go to graph, legacy dialogs, scatter dot, and then you can just choose simple scatter, the first one, okay? So once you finish that one, click define, okay? Please write it down, okay, the steps so you won't forget. Just write it down below the uh, graph, okay? So define, and then we already decide just now the expenses will be our y and age will be our x, right? So once you finish that one, you can click OK. Just click OK, right? And then you will get the scatter plot that you need, right? So please compare with your answer, whether similar, totally different, or exactly the same, right? Okay, good. Okay, I can see Ramla pun happy dia dapat. Okay, good. Yes, okay, good. Semua. Alright. So when we look at this one, then we know that is from the scatter plot that the relationship is going to be positive. And this is confirmed with our output just now that we have that the relationship is 0.959, which is very, very high, almost perfect. Okay. So then if you look at here, the correlation is significant at 0.01 level to tail. So it already tells us that the correlation is good, significant, right? Then you need to answer all this in your book. Okay. So let's use in order to answer part C, right? But before that, so let's answer part A and also B, right? How can you answer that one? Okay, let me stop sharing this one and go back to my slides, right? Okay, so right, so first we need to calculate the R square, and then this is what we need to do, right? Just now, we already did this one, and we already got the answer. Okay, so here for the part A, right? Part A, so R square is 0.959, and then we need to calculate square. So what's the answer? Can someone give me the answer? What is our R square? Anyone? 0 point. Can somebody say it? I want to see, I want to hear some voice. I'm tired of reading, your, just reading your chat, but I would like to see, I would like to hear some voice. Can somebody please tell me?
0.92.
Okay, 0.92. Okay, thank you so much. I know. Right. So remember the purpose of R square, we call it as determinant coefficient. So the purpose is to determine, okay, determine whether there is a relationship or not. Okay. So based on this number right here, we can conclude, okay, since, okay, the R square is 0.92, which is very high, we can conclude that there is a relationship between age and expenses. That's part A. Right. For B, part B, right? So we got the R is 0.959. Okay. And remember, the R is supposed to be between, okay, -1 and 1. So in our case, the R is somewhere around here. So we know the number is positive. Remember, we need to conclude in three ways, in terms of the form, the direction, and also the degree. So I can say, okay, the relationship, okay, the purpose of R is to tell us the strength. Okay. Right. So the relationship is linear, strong, positive, right? Strong, positive relationship. Okay. So this is what you can conclude for part B. And now we need to do part C, right? So part C, we need to do the hypothesis. Remember, we also always have the 4 steps. Okay, the first one, okay, the first step, all right, I put it here, the first step, correlation, right? Quantity versus quantity, or I can put it age versus expenses, right? So second part, we need to do the HO and HA, right? The R is 0, R not equal to 0. So what does it mean R equal to 0? No relationship. There is a relationship. Okay. And part 3, step 3, so we need to look at our alpha here is 0.05. Okay. So we are not given the alpha, so we need to take alpha 0.05. And then the sigval, okay, the sigval that we got here is this one right here, 0.01. Okay. So the sigval 0.00. Oh, no. Yeah, correct. 1. Okay. So is we need to decide whether 0.001, is it less than 0.05? Yes or no? Anyone? Okay, please say. You have a voice. Please speak up.
Yes, doctor.
Yes. Yes or no? Yes, Roha. Cakap kuat sikit, Roha.
The answer is yes, doctor.
Okay, yes. All right. So yes. So then what do we need to do? So we need to reject H naught. Okay. So when we reject H naught, okay, number 4, when we reject H naught, so this is not true. So we accept our HA. So it means, okay, accept H naught. So there is a relationship between, okay, age and expenses, right? So, right. Okay, I stop here for 3 minutes, okay, for you to copy down what I have written on the screen. Okay, once you're done, please let me know. Okay, yeah, right. For the last part, bahagian D, so this is the scatter plot. So if you see, you can also make conclusion in the scatter plot. So you can comment that from the scatter plot, X and Y have positive relationship, right? Or R is equal to positive, right? So that's what you need to do for exercise number 1, right? For part A, B, C, and also D. So now I would like you to try on your own, okay? So go to page 178. Okay. I would like you to try question number 19, part A and B. Right? A and B. C and D will do later in our next class. If you have any question, please let me know. Right? Please try question 19, page 178, part A and B. Satria, are you okay or not?
Yes, doctor. I'm
Okay.
okay.
Make sure you do the question. Fernandika, are you here?
Yes, doctor.
So what are you doing?
Ask my friend about the question.
Okay. Isma? Isma, are you here?
Okay.
Okay ke tak?
Okay, setakat ni.
Okay, setakat ni. Okay, session 2, can you please scan your attendance?
Sorry, Doctor. Can I have the section to attendance because Alifa Eliana is in the toilet right now.
Saya dah deactivate.
Oh, okay, okay. Alright, thank you, Doctor.
Right? Sebab lambat sangat. Yeah, I thought I already deactivate the attendance. Let me see kalau ya, tadi tu section 1 kot. Okay, how are you doing guys? Okay ke tak? Okay, jangan you just keep quiet but you are not doing anything. Okay, class. Right, so homework 3, this one also you need to submit hard copy. Right, so this time I won't give you any extension or whatever. So make sure you submit on time, right? So if you are not in town, so please make sure you ask your friend to submit for you. Okay, please hand over to your friend before you leave Johor Bahru or UTM. Okay, so due Friday, 1st July 2022. Okay, is it correct the date? Let me see. So now we are 2024. Okay, yes. Right. So page 176 number 17, page 177 number 18, page 178 number 19, and also page 179 number 20. Right, for number 18, 19, and 20, you for a time being, you can only do part A and B, right? So part C and D, you can continue doing it after you have learned about simple linear regression. So but for time being, so you need to do only part A and B for question number 18, 19, and 20. But then next week, you can continue doing for part C and D, right? Understand? Also, again, I would like to make sure, okay, you understand what you need to submit. I don't accept any paper that is not A4 paper, right? So I will reject your homework. You will get 0 for your homework. Okay, so please make sure you have the A4 paper, A4 size paper, not A4 paper, but A4 size paper. So it should be standardized. And here, you need to write your name at the top corner, right-hand corner. Please write your name and also section. And then write the date, supposed to be 1st July. Is it 1st? Yeah, 1st July. Okay, 2022, right? So, and then here you put homework 3. Okay, so and then what is number 1, number 3? So based on your page number and so on, right? So this is the format that you should submit to me. So you can just staple the paper and then send it to my office, right? Or during our class next week. So we are going to meet face to face next week. Okay, understand? Is everybody okay? Do you understand? Okay, no late homework, no wrong size paper, no wrong question paper. So I would accept that. Okay, so I stop our class, our session for today till here. So for the next one, we are going to discuss on the simple regression. So it's just the continuation of what we have learned on the correlation. So we are not going to have class this Wednesday. So I'm going to meet you again Sunday next week because I need to go to Putrajaya for a meeting this Wednesday. Okay, so I will see you again Sunday next week. Okay, any question?
Doctor, I have a quick question for the assignment.
Yes, Hasif?
The minimum requirement is 30 people or 50 people? Just want to make sure.
Which one?
For our assignment, the survey.
Oh, the survey. Do you mean the pilot study or what?
No, the entire study.
Oh,
The
the
full
actual
one.
study you mean?
Yeah,
Okay, so yeah, minimum 30.
30, right.
30. Yeah.
Okay. Right, thank you, Doctor.
Okay. All right, you're welcome. Okay, next week I'm going to guide you, to complete or to finish your assignment. So that one we will do on Wednesday next week, okay? So if we, most probably, people please get ready, okay? Just be prepared. Most probably we need to still meet, okay, during the study week, okay? So we need to, to replace some of the classes that we already missed. Okay, so maybe just for 1 hour or 2 hours for the replacement. So we will discuss more about the replacement classes next week. Okay, so I'll see you guys next week on Sunday. Okay, bye bye.
Thank you, doctor. Bye-bye.
Alright, thank you, doctor. Take care.
Sure, you
Thank you,
too.
Doctor.